أفضل المرسلين محمد وعلى آله وصحبه ومن اتبع هداه بإحسان إلى يوم الدين ثم أما بعد. I'm sorry for last week. I could not finish and continue with you, and the reason is of my sickness. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cure me and teach you more and give you more and more, inshallah Rabbil Alameen. But for the past week, it was very, very hard for me and for my family. But alhamdulillah for everything. Alhamdulillah. We're still speaking about the science of the Quran. Ulum al-Quran. And the science of the Quran is the best ulum, or the best science ever. Better than any other science in Islam is the science of the Quran. Why I say that? Why anybody can tell me or type for me why I say ulum al-Quran, or the science of the Quran, the best of the science of any Islamic study, Islamic Sharia study. So it starts with ulum al-Quran first. Why I say that? Anybody can help me with that? Anybody? Is the sound and the picture in Aris Institute is okay for you? Sound and picture for Aris? Okay. Because it deals with the Quran, Kalamullah. That is the same thing as the Ulum al-Quran, deals with the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But give me more understanding. Both sides here, please. Most perfect Holy book. That is not enough. So Ulum al-Quran, in Islamic study, is number one, Ulum al-Quran. Ulum al-Quran is number one. Science of the Quran is number one. Why I say that? Why we should concentrate with the Ulum al-Quran and science of the Quran? Why? Can I see an answers? Guides us and teach us how the earth. No, not only that, Anisa. Huh? Oh, Ali, yeah. If we do not completely understand, we don't understand what? Because it is sure we can understand. Okay, let me give you the answer, inshallah. Ulum al-Quran, you study Aqidah. From Ulum al-Quran, you study Fiqh. From Ulum al-Quran, you study Aqidah, Tawheed, Hadith, Ulum al-Hadith. Every single Islamic science, it is from the science of the Quran. Every single Islamic science, it is from the science of the Quran. We learn it. We have learn Aqidah from the Quran, Tawheed from the Quran, Hadith from the Quran, and so on, and you name it, is from the Quran. How you observe the when I said Masadir al-Tashri', the sources of the Tashri', we say Quran is number one. It is not there in the Quran. We would go to the Sunnah. It's not there in the Sunnah. We go to the Ijma' of the Sahaba, and so on. But with Quran is the main picture. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us of the people of the Quran, Ahl al-Quran. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala يجعلنا أهل القرآن. Ameen. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. So we spoke for the past few weeks about the reason of revelation and revelations and so on. And last time I said we're going to speak about the manners and the etiquettes. The manners and the etiquettes of the Quran, reading the Quran or holding the Quran. There's a lot of bid'ah include and involved the meaning, the adab of the manners and etiquette of the Quran. A lot of bid'ahs. A lot of bid'ahs. First, what is bid'ah is? I already know. But I want to speak about now about the word bid'ah before I start to proceed speaking about the manners and etiquettes, I want you to understand what is bid'ah in order to understand why I am speaking about the manners and etiquettes of the Quran today. What bid'ah is? Now, not the translation in English of Islam. Not the translation of English. Please. Anybody? Anyone? What is bid'ah? Exactly. Islamic terms of bid'ah. Definition of the bid'ah in Islamic terms. Islam. Islam from New Jersey. Linda from US. Hanif. What's bid'ah? What is the meaning? Islamic definition of bid'ah. Islamic definition of bid'ah. No one here writing anything. Making a new worship in the religion. You're almost right, Islam. You're adding, not making. You're adding new matters. You're adding new things to the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now the question is Allah Azza wa Jal give us everything is completely and perfect? Is the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Allah Azza wa Jal sending for guidance for all mankind? If the answer is yes, alhamdulillah. That is the bid'ah related to the deen. The bid'ah related to the deen. Is the Quran part of the deen or not part of the deen, the Quran? Is the Quran part of the deen or not part of the deen? The answer is yes. The answer is yes, and I know you know that for sure. One thing, one of the we have to follow some manners and etiquettes. Manners and etiquettes is number one, الطهارة. الطهارة, your purification. The purification. What is طهارة here? Please, this for Arisen Institute students, everybody, I want you to type for me what is the meaning of Islamic definition, not English. Not English definition. What is Islamic definition of Tahara? Arisen Institute students. The Islamic definition of Tahara. Tahara. Not to be impure. Islam, as the Islamic definition. Not Islamic, not the English meaning. Not the English meaning. Anybody can give me English meaning easy. I want Islamic definition, please. Linda, what she said. A state of purity to perform prayer, salah. Define in purity, Linda. Define purity, Linda, please. Linda. Okay. All right. We have tahara of al-badan, the tahara, purification of the body. Tahara, purification, pure of the body, ghusl. Tahara of al-hadath, when the person preparing himself or herself to make wudu. You need tahara. And tahara, regular tahara for ghusl, regular ghusl. You go for Jum'ah, go to the masjid. That ghusl, any kind of ghusl, any kind of shower, you call it tahara. And the tahara after the intercourse, that call it tahara. You understand me here? Tahara. Now a lot of people, and give me your attention, give me your attention and brain and thinking what I'm saying here. The tahara of al-hadath al-akbar is purity or purification of the janaba or after intercourse, we agree about. We agree about, you cannot even touch the Quran or read the Quran. All the ulama. Okay? Now come to the other tahara. The tahara of the body, to take a shower, regular shower from the Quran, this is not required. It is not required. Some people will tell you, but it's good to do it. Please give me your attention. But it's good to do it. How you make it good? Based of what you make it good? Based of hadith? Based of the act of the Prophet? Based of the act of the Sahaba or Tabi'in? Say that's okay. That's good. Then we have to have shower, regular shower before of that. All right. Some people say, no, it is not. Then this is not a sunnah. This is not a sunnah. Now, the third thing that the people always think, we say janaba, we have no objection. Janaba, purification after intercourse, no objection. Now give me your attention. Wudu. Some people, they say you have to have a wudu. You have to have a wudu when you have reading the Quran. Is that correct? Do you have to have a wudu? Do you have? Please give me an answer, yes or no. Everybody, this side or this side. Recommended? Yes. Hear what you're saying. Recommended and yes. Why are you saying yes? Islam and Linda and Imad. Why are you saying you have to have a wudu? What? Okay, why you say you have to have a wudu? Why you have to have a wudu? The answer is no. The answer is absolutely not. Is not necessary, is not recommended, is not important to have a wudu during reading the Quran or touching the Quran. And whoever said is recommended, give me the proof. Give me the dalil. Give me the Prophet ﷺ say that. The answer is not important, is not recommended. The ayah revealed to the Prophet, Allah Azza wa Jalla says, لا يمسه إلا المطهرون. No one, only mutahharun, touching the Quran. لا يمسه إلا المطهرون. We say this ayah revealed not for a human being, revealed for the angels, whoever took the Quran from the heaven, under the throne of Allah, to the first heaven, to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. They are the angels. They are mutahharun. Please give me your attention and watch my lips when I say that word. Mutahharun. That pured. Mutahharun are pured already. Is a past simple tense. Past. Madi. Past simple tense. But mutatahhirun. Mutatahhirun. That's me and you and all of us. We break the wudu and we make wudu. We break wudu and we make wudu. We become mutatahhirun. Mutatahhirun is a present simple tense, mutatahhirun. But past simple tense are the prophets, are the angels, not the human being. And the Prophet ﷺ, he never ordered anybody. He never ordered the Prophet ﷺ anybody to make wudu while he ﷺ reading the Quran when we reading the Quran. Give me water, please. Hurry up. I'm here. I hope I'm clear with that. I hope I'm clear with that. The tahara for wudu is not important. Wudu is not. Why was Umar radiallahu anhu required to make wudu before the first read of the Quran? No, it is Umar. He said, I like to do this, but not as Umar radiallahu anhu as a sunnah. Umar read the wudu while he's waking up, he read the wudu. Umar, when he just wake up, he read the Quran, read the Quran. Where is the Quran? He have no wudu. He just open his eyes, read the Quran. And we have an order, another hadith from the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, just when you open your eyes, you read the Quran. From memorization or from the book, he never mentioned, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. When he first converted to Islam, came. That story about the converting of the Islam, his daughter, his sister Fatima, and this, give me attention, Sister Linda, Jazakallah khair. This is a good point you just mentioned, Linda. Linda, when Umar bin Khattab, before he became Muslim, he went to his house, his sister's house. They told him, your sister became Muslim, and her name Fatima radiallahu anha. Her name Fatima, and she became Muslim. Her husband, Sa'id ibn Zayd. Her husband, his name what? Sa'id ibn Zayd, one of the 10 people Mubashirin bil Jannah, used to bring the Quran. Who brought the Quran? Who brought the Quran to Fatima on that day? Khabbab ibn al-Arat, radiallahu anhu. So the series, we have spoken about the series of the Sahaba now. Khabbab ibn al-Arat brought the Quran, and Sa'id ibn Zayd, her husband, and Fatima, they are Muslims, bringing the Quran secretly and read it. And then Surah Taha was revealed to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Surah Taha was revealed to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And Umar came and he heard Taha ma anzalna alayka al-Qur'ana litashqa. The ayat revealed, and he hearing. And Umar, he's knocking the door, opened the door, and Khabbab ibn al-Arat, he hid. Khabbab ibn al-Arat, he hid, radiallahu anhu. And Sa'id ibn Zayd was behind his sister, front, he opened the door. When he opened the door, Sa'id ibn Zayd, Umar ibn Khattab, he hit Sa'id ibn Zayd, radiallahu anhu. And he attacked his sister, and he hit his sister, and she was bleeding. And he gave me that paper. I want that paper. And she refused to give him that paper. She refused to give him the paper. And she told him, go take a shower, you are najis, and I cannot give you that paper. So subhanAllah, when he took the shower, he became cold, and he saw the blood coming from his sister. And they said, but that is not the condition, because he was not convert, he was not a Muslim. The Prophet himself, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he used to send letters to the kings, to the leaders of different countries with the Quran written. And he knows those people, they are not Muslims. So that's not a condition, Linda. I hope I'm clear with that, inshallah. Plus, it's not wudu, it doesn't make wudu, he was a kafir. Umar was a kafir in that time. So does the kafir need wudu to read the Quran? He's a kafir, there is more priority. What is the priority for the kafir, Linda, to become a Muslim? What is the first priority for the non-Muslim to become a Muslim, Linda? Linda, what is the priority? Exactly, Shahada, exactly. So the Shahada, and we said the first condition is what? For the, when you're not Muslim or non-Muslim, not allowed to touch the Quran if the person is impure from the janaba. Maybe he might junub in that time. Maybe something else. Are you understand me? Okay. So, wudu is not condition. And whoever say wudu is a condition, give me the proof and solid proof. Solid proof. Alright? I hope I'm clear with this picture, inshallah. Second adab, second manners and etiquette, the siwak. Siwak is not an obligation, it's sunnah. The Sahaba, they used to have a siwak, brushing their teeth. And so the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he has hadith marfu' an Ali ibn Abi Talib radiallahu anhu قال, said, لأن الفم طريق القرآن. The mouth is the way of the Quran. Ali said, Ali radiallahu anhu. And that's marfu', hadith marfu', that's made related to Ali radiallahu anhu. And he said, I like to brush my teeth with the siwak before reading the Quran. And even the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he said, إن أفواهكم طرق القرآن فطيبوها بالسواك. Your mouth is the way of the Quran, so make it clear, good, smell good, taste good when you're reading the Quran. So number 2 is the siwak. Number 3 is say الاستعاذة أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. And a lot of people, they miss that. So أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in many ayat, and I choose one ayah in Surah Al-Nahl 98. النحل 98 أعوذ بالله من الشيطان. فإذا قرأت القرآن فاستعذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. If you read the Quran, then make secret refuge and protection from the shaitan, from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect you from the shaitan. So number 3 is what? Isti'adha, or say A'udhu billahi min ash-shaitan al-rajim, or A'udhu billahi al-ali al-azim min ash-shaitan al-rajim. In the way you want to say it is fine, inshallah Rabbil Alameen. Number 3, say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim in the beginning of every surah except Surah At-Tawbah or Surah Bara'ah. Except Surah At-Tawbah or Surah Bara'ah, to say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim in the beginning. But if you start Ayatul Kursi, what do you do? Do you say Bismillah? No, you say A'udhu billahi min ash-shaitan al-rajim. Allahu la ilaha illa huwa al-hayy al-qayyum la ta'khudhuhu sinatun wa la nawm. Alright? So the sunnah to not making only say Bismillah in the beginning of every surah. In the beginning of every surah. Number 5, I think number 5 or number 4 maybe. It's 5? What's number? Okay. At-tahara is number 1. Siwak number 2. A'udhu billah number 3. Bismillah number 4. And number 5 now. Number 5 is at-tartil. Tartil, recitation with tartil. وَرَتِّلِ الْقُرْآنَ تَرْتِيلًا. What is tartil? To pronounce in the Quran with tartil, with the sound different than you read in newspaper. Especially in Surah Al-Fatiha in the Quran, some people they see reading Surah Al-Fatiha. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. What is this? What that? Seriously, especially in the Salah. The Prophet ﷺ, he was reading Surah Al-Fatiha and waited for the response from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Umar bin Abdul Aziz radiallahu anhu reading the Surah Al-Fatiha, he didn't pause. Say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. And pause. Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. And pause. Maliki yawmiddin. And so on. So they ask him, why are you making this pause? Say, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala replied back to me. So my dear brothers and sisters, it's very important to make the tartil, to learn how to make the tartil. To make a difference between to read a novel and to read the Quran. To read a story or book of hadith and to read the Quran. So the tartil, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He orders us. He says, وَرَتِّلِ الْقُرْآنَ تَرْتِيلًا. Recite the Quran with the tartil. With the tartil. The following point, tadabbur. Please tadabbur. Comprehend. Following point, comprehend. Understand. Comprehend. Understand. Live under the ayah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in ayah number 82 in Surah Al-Nisa. أَفَلَا يَتَدَبَّرُونَ الْقُرْآنِ. أَفَلَا, should not understand or comprehend the Quran, that the Quran is the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wallahi al-azim. Wallahi al-azim. If somebody just understands those ayat revealed and the ways revealed and understanded and comprehended, you don't have to give more da'wah to that person. The Quran and the way the Quran was revealed, that is good enough for the person to become a Muslim. It's good enough, more than enough. And even in science, and I'm speaking here as a scientist in geology, how these mountains form and the earth form and the universe form and the galaxy formed and the sun and the moon and the other planet around the sun formed. What else I need? More proof that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed the Quran to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. La ilaha illallah. I'm a wonder. That's when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in ayah number 92 Surah Al-Nisa, أَفَلَا يَتَدَبَّرُونَ الْقُرْآنَ. Don't you comprehend the Quran? If ولو كان عند الله من غير عند الله لوجدوا فيه اختلافا كثيرا. If the Quran, if someone else other than Allah, they will find a lot of difference, a lot of differentiation, a lot of wrong things in the Quran, because if the Quran from a human being. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Sad, number 29, كتاب أنزلناه مباركا ليدبروا آياته كتابا is a book. Revealed, blessed. مباركا, blessed from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Barakah, and a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What is the reason? That is the reason. ليتدبروا آياته. ليتدبروا آياته, to understand, to comprehend the ayat of the surah. Subhanallah Rabbil Alameen. And that, so the greatest meaning of the Quran, the greatest meaning of the Quran, to comprehend the ayat of the Quran. To comprehend the ayat of the Quran. Jazakumullah khair. Not only reading the Quran, passing the Quran. No, live with the tafsir. Not any tafsir. Not any tafsir. Inshallah, in this course, I will show you how to understand the tafsir, how to read the tafsir, how to live with the tafsir. Not any tafsir. Not anybody can make the tafsir. A lot of people making tafsir. But is that true or not true? Inshallah, during this course, inshallah, we'll go through that, inshallah. Bismillah. Alhamdulillah. Also from the etiquettes and manners of the Quran, in the end of Surah Yasin, we have Surah Al-Fatiha, to say Ameen. When we say وَالضَّالِّينَ, say Ameen. And that's the hadith of Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, when we say Surah Yasin, when the Imam say وَالضَّالِّينَ, say Ameen, يَمُدُّ بِهَا صَوْتَهُ. And Ameen, not like some people, they say Ameen should be secret. Like in some people, they say Surah Al-Fatiha, Ameen, should be secret. How you want Surah Al-Fatiha and you say Ameen to be secret, and the masjid of the Prophet ﷺ, you will be shaken. Shaken from the Sahaba, shake. You know what I mean? The world shake. How shake? Because it secretly Ameen? No, of course not. Of course not. Have the Sahaba, they use Ameen, and they make Ameen, MashaAllah, strong. Ameen. That is the Sunnah. That is the Sunnah, inshaAllah Rabbil Alameen. The following point after Ameen, زينوا, our Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, زينوا القرآن بأصواتكم. Making the Quran beautiful with your sound. You learn the beautiful sound. Even if you are imitating that qari or this qari or that qari, it's fine. But you make the Quran beautiful with your sound. When somebody hearing, I was in the masjid before I got sick and I got the hospital. I was in the masjid, I went early to the masjid, and I saw small kids reading small surahs. Small surahs, and that take complete attention to my ears to listen to those kids. Subhanallah, it's so beautiful. So our Prophet ﷺ said to make our voice beautiful with the recitation. With the recitation. The following point also, when you read the ayat speaking about the hellfire, you cry out of fear. You cry out of fear. And also speaking about the Jannah, you cry out of love to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You cry out of love to see Allah, to be with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. My sisters and my brothers, we live in this dunya in this very short period of time. Why? We waiting for a great purpose, great reasons. And the reason to meet Allah, to see Allah, to be with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the one He created me now, and I'm waiting just to go and meet Him sooner or later, inshallah, all of us. No one will live forever. So all of us, we're going to meet. We're going to meet there, back home. Back home in the Jannah, inshallah. When Adam came from, we have to go back. This is our homeland. Yes. So, when we read the Quran, we cry out of love and out of fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Out of love to meet Allah and out of fear from Allah. From Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now let me tell you something. If you are afraid of something, if you are afraid of anything, a lion behind you or a tiger running after you, you run from that things or not? If some lion running after you, do you run away or not run away? The answer is yes. But if you are afraid from Allah, if you are afraid from Allah, you run to whom? If you make committing sin, if you're committing sin, you run to whom? You ask Allah for istighfar, for maghfirah, for tawbah, for repentance from whom? From Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You run to Allah. If you're afraid from something, you run away from that something. But if you run from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if you are afraid from Allah, you run to Allah, you go to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You go to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we cry out of love and we cry out of fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The following point, you speak the Quran aloud. At least the minimum, you listen to yourself. Listening to yourself. All right. So, but there is a condition. Please give me your attention to that. There are conditions to read the Quran loudly with voice. Number one, is not for showing off. If you're reading the Quran for showing off, that is a great sin, wal-iyadu billah. And it might cause to shirk. You be careful with that. It might cause to shirk, and you be careful with that. Number one, what we said, if that's going to be showing off, then I have to lower my voice. Number two, if you're going to hurt the people next to you, you're reading the Quran loudly, and somebody else reading loudly, and somebody else reading loudly, what is that? You read, and you don't want to hurt the people next to you. Like, for example, some people, when the Imam says, وَلَضَّالِّينَ, everybody say Ameen, and everybody start to read Surah Al-Fatiha after that. And everybody try to make Surah Al-Fatiha louder than the others. This is not the Sunnah. The Sunnah to be complete silence when you read Surah Al-Fatiha after the Imam, not to make it bothering the person after you. Number three, if you're making loud voice, to avoid if there is somebody sleeping, not to wake up that person. If you are a husband or you are a wife, and you go and read, and your wife or your husband is sleeping, and you read a loud voice, you want that person to get rest, not showing off. You read for yourself. Even tahajjud, you read for yourself. All right, inshallah. This is the condition. It's sunnah to hear your voice, to hear yourself. The sunnah to hear yourself, and the people to hear you is fine. But if there is a not showing off, inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala a'lam. The following point, if you are memorizing the Quran, hafiz, the sunnah, the good things to read from the Quran. To read from the Quran, even if you are memorizing the Quran. Why? Because your eyes, you take hasanat. Your ears taking hasanat. Your body taking hasanat. Your lips, your tongue, you taking hasanat because you said Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Your lips moving, your tongue moving, your mouth completely moving. So everything moving hasanat. And you're looking at the Bismillah Rahman Rahim, you're looking there, this hasanat, and you're hearing that, this hasanat. How much Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us hasanat. Plus, alif equal to 10 hasanat. Alif, mim, alif, lam, mim. 30 letters, 30 hasana. 30 letters with 30 hasana. And listen, وَاللَّهُ يُضَاعِفُ لِمَنْ يَشَاءُ بِغَيْرِ حِسَابٍ. And Allah multiplies for whatever He wants. How much opportunity we have? Say Alhamdulillah. Say Alhamdulillah. I want to see that. Everybody say Alhamdulillah for that, inshallah. Alhamdulillah. The following point before the last, if somebody reading the Quran, you listen to that person. If somebody reading the Quran, you listen to that person. Alhamdulillah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Al-A'raf, ayah number 204, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وإذا قرئ القرآن فاستمعوا له وأنصتوا لعلكم ترحمون. Allah Azza wa Jalla says وإذا قرئ القرآن, if somebody recites the Quran, فاستمعوا له وأنصتوا. You listen and you give attention. Listen and attention. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you rahmah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give all of us rahmah. Ya Rabbil Alameen. Ameen. The last point, sujood al-tilawah. Sujood al-tilawah. And this is around, it is our 14 ayah in the Quran. 14 ayah in the Quran from Surah al-tilawah. When you listen to the Quran or reading the Quran and you pass the ayah, fasjud lah, or sujood, or fasjudu, then you make sujood. How you make sujood? Do you have to have wudu to make sujood? Aris students. Do you have to have a wudu to make sujood for the tilawah? Also, Sunnahfollowers students. Do you have to have a wudu? No. Why no Islam? I agree with you. Don't be afraid. I agree. I agree with you. No, you have to have a wudu. But why not Islam? And here too, why not to have? You don't have to have a wudu. Why you don't have to have a wudu? Ali? Ali? Sujood for obedience, not prayer. Sujood or sajda for obedience, not prayer. What that means? Islam, I don't understand. Anisa, repeat the question. You're not giving me attention. You're not giving me attention. Okay, I accept your apology. Do you have to have a wudu for sujood tilawa? When you read in the Quran and there is an ayah with the line under it, do you have to have a wudu to make that? To make sujood? Because we do not have to wudu when we read the same condition. Yeah, but somebody will have now sujood. It's not reading. Sujood tilawa. Do you have to have a wudu? Islam said it is not pray for prayer is required wudu. Noor, Habibit Ibrahim. Yes, Habibti Noor. No, it is not. No, you don't have to have wudu. We explained this in the beginning, but I think you was not on the slide. You don't have to have a wudu when you are reading the Quran, period. The Quran, the wudu for salah. The wudu for salah and tawaf. Tawaf around Kaaba, and the wudu for the salah. But not for reading the Quran. So sujood tilawah, you don't have to have wudu because you are not in salah. You are not in salah, you don't have to have a wudu. So sujood tilawah, you can make sujood tilawah without wudu. Sujood tilawah, you can make it without takbir. Sujood tilawah, you don't have to say assalamu alaikum. Sujood tilawah, you don't have to have it even in direction of the qibla. In the direction of the qibla, you don't have to have all this. You understand me with that? So sujood tilawah, we said, the Quran you don't have to have wudu, and also no wudu for sujood tilawah. No wudu for sujood tilawah. No takbir for sujood tilawah. No assalamu alaikum, because assalamu alaikum only for salah, to end the salah. Assalamu alaikum only to end the salah. Is that clear, inshallah? Is that clear? Any other thing, people, they say it's good and better to do that. Some people these days it's good and better to do that. Let them do whatever they want. If you don't have dalil, proof from the Quran and the Sunnah and the Sahaba, I'm not accepting anything. I need proof. I need dalil. I need something to read, authentic hadith, an ayah to follow it. Otherwise, no, I'm not. All right, inshallah, clear? And inshallah, jazakumullah khair with that, inshallah, Rabbil Alameen. Inshallah. You know something, I want to do more with that, so but forgive me. I'll stop here only for 5 minutes. For 5 minutes, I'll stop only for 5 minutes to start the seerah, inshallah, after that. Start the seerah after 5 minutes exactly, inshallah, Rabbil Alameen. All right, what is that? Because Allah told that Prophet ﷺ, no one should touch the Quran except tahara. Yes, tahara purification, but that is not from the wudu. Tahir from the janaba, as I said, and I mentioned, asked the question. Yes, the hadith, we say the hadith, the Prophet and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned that in the Quran, but they said that is the janaba is not from the wudu, and we don't have an authentic hadith that the Prophet ordered us to have a wudu with that. Inshallah. Jazakumullah khair. Give me just a few minutes, inshallah. 5 minutes maximum.